Buenos dias. Usually I say good morning, but it's not morning. It's evening, late evening, not even late. Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. Today, we're gonna do some fajitas. I still had the griddle out from doing my gourmet hash brown omelets. So I figured, what the heck, I'd just keep it to use and do some fajitas. The wife prefers chicken. I prefer shrimp or steak fajitas. But let's get started. Usually use 1 or 2 peppers. We like to do a lot of peppers in ours. I love fajitas. We got to eating them when I was a young man. One of the first ones I can remember ever having was a restaurant called Carlos O'Kelly's. The original was about a half hour away from here. And man, I just fell in love with them from there. Let me grab a little bowl here. Used to have me a sugar mama. She would take me there back in the day, a lot of years ago. I'll trim up that chicken just a little bit. Now I know people are gonna say cross-contamination on your cutting board. You know what? Most foodborne bacteria will kill at 165 degrees. When I throw it on this griddle, it's gonna be over 300 degrees. So it's gonna kill anything on there. Besides the fact, all of this is going in my stomach anyway, whether you put it together or not put it together. And I watch this cutting board several times a day, so I'm not too worried about it. Your chicken has a grain to it, and you really want to cut against that grain. Whenever you cut with the grain of meat, it'll make it not as tender. It's more tender if you cut against it. So we're just gonna cut into, strips about like that. Nothing too big. And on the wide parts of the breast, you'll see it starts getting a little wider up there. I'll just take and split that down. Get them into nice strips, and sometimes I'll even just leave them like that and fry them up, and they become so tender you can cut them with the spatula while they're cooking. I do that on occasion. We're getting down to the tricky part. We'll just whack that off and fry it for no reason. No reason, hell. I'm gonna eat that when the camera's not watching. See, just nice little strips. Okay. We got the chicken done. I really meant to do that onion first. Okay. Improvise here. I'm gonna throw a chicken on here I got the griddle warming up. It's not ready yet though. I'm gonna rinse this off real quick. But slime from the chicken will mess with your cut. You notice I always use this cutting board on top of this one. This cutting board is my favorite cutting board in the world. My son made that for me when he was in high school. He has since tried to get it back, and I tell him, no way. You cannot have it back. I love that cutting board. I've had to sand it down and redo it a couple times, but all right. I like plenty of onion in my fajitas. Don't get worried about, you know, you can cut these a little bit wider. Don't get worried about making them thin. I usually like a little more onion than that, a little longer pieces. A little bit of onion left from earlier. Just throw all those in together. Okay. Now that's ready, that's ready. Now for the shrimp. Got some nice big shrimp. They're already peeled and deveined. Didn't figure you wanted me to watch out. One thing I like to do, if you take your shrimp, you'll just put, it's not safe to do like this, but if you just put a couple little cuts along the back, that'll help keep your shrimp from curling up too much. You won't pull all together. And that's especially good if you're doing like a tempura or something. You want those nice long pieces of shrimp, or you're throwing them on a grill. That's when that's really helpful. But I like them like this because I like to lay them out in my tortilla. I do a lot of Mexican and Southwest cooking. I like all food, all cuisines that I've found. Well, to be honest, I'm not huge on Greek. Lebanese is, Turkey's all right. But I like Asian foods, Indian foods. I like a lot of different. Okay, I think we're ready. So let's move over to the grill. Grab a little oil, throw it down. You want to get your veggies started first. I'm gonna get rid of some of this. Ooh, what the heck? Calm down there. As I mentioned in my other video, this griddle is awesome. Made by a company in Kansas called Steel Made. No, I'm not being sponsored by them or nothing. Yet. Wouldn't hurt my feelings to be. I love this thing. You can just throw it across your stove, and I've got 5 burners working it. Turns your whole kitchen into restaurant style. Alright. Over here I got more heat than over here. I'm gonna get my veggies started. Got a little salt on there. A little pepper. My salt will help pull the water out of the peppers there. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the best part. Wash them off. You can't have fajitas without a couple jalapenos. You know, get your jalapenos up there cooking. I'll just bottom one up. Someone's got a bad spot. No problem. There. We're all fixed now. These peppers take just a few minutes. And get them on the hotter side. Oh, now you got rid of too much oil. You need some oil to really get that Maillard reaction going. Give them just a minute. In the meantime, get some onions started over here. Maillard reaction. That's another one of them French terms for what that is. Basically, it's the caramelizing the sugars with the food against the pan. That's what gives it that dark brown fried look. I'm going to keep working your peppers and onions so that they all get nice and caramelized. A lot of people put like, I'm gonna throw a little more oil. A lot of people, what was I saying? Yeah. So what did I say? No. I have found in a lot of restaurants they don't cook their veggies near enough for me. I don't like biting into a fajita and my peppers are crunchy. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I know what I was saying. A lot of people use like fajita seasoning and stuff. You don't need all that. Heck no. All you need is get a good caramelize on them, give them their own fajita flavor, because you're wanting that grilled, that heavy grilled char, little char in there flavor. That's what makes a good fajita. That's what gives it that good Southwest taste. You gotta let them really cook and do their thing. That's why I'm not throwing the chicken on yet, because that chicken will be done in real fast. And the shrimp's even faster. You gotta get these veggies just right. Yeah, it bugs me to no end. You go to a restaurant and order fajitas, and 2 minutes later they're coming out with them and your veggies are all crunchy. Like, you know, I'm sitting here with a beer and some tortilla chips and salsa. I could have waited. One thing I didn't do today, my wife's not going to be happy about. I didn't make any salsa. I'm out of tomatoes, but we'll do that in a whole separate video. I'll show you how to make a good salsa. I've got a lot of Mexican friends, and one of them, his wife taught me how to cook some excellent tacos. She didn't really tell me, she just kind of told me, you know, what she does. She's why I fell in love with tacos de lengua. If you never had those, man, you're missing something. Tongue tacos, heck yeah. If you like tongue tacos, let me know in the comments, because I have found there are a whole lot of white people don't like tongue tacos, and most of those that say that never even had them. But it is the beefiest part of a cow. If you want to taste that real beef flavor, tacos de lengua. And tender, oh my gosh, they're tender. Well, these aren't near done, but I'm going to get the chicken started. Just another spritz of oil. And start laying this chicken out. You don't really want them touching, otherwise they'll do more steaming than they will frying, and we want to get that good Maillard reaction on them, a good fry going. Little caramelization. I'll tell you what, this griddle is hotter than hot. My hand bit. Gotta keep the hands clean. I bet I wash my hands 50 times a day. Alright. Jalapenos are looking good. Turn over. There you go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that right there. That's perfect. Keep them cooking, Junior. This chicken cooks really fast. See how that's kind of light brown on there? I don't know if you can see that. That's what you want. With chicken being so thin like this, it cooks really, really fast. It doesn't take much. Tell you one thing about this griddle. You can buy the base for it and put outside, cook over gas. I just haven't done it. Hoping Steel maybe just send me one, but that'd be cool. But I haven't bought one yet. I keep meaning to. My wife wanted a Blackstone, but I kind of like this thing better. Although it's not near as light. This is heavy. This is like 60-pound piece of steel right here. But once you get it heated up, man, there's no stopping. And unfortunately, in the summertime, there's no stopping. Because this thing will heat up your house real quick. You better have some good AC or be 10 degrees outside. Right now, I'm sweating like a dog. This is going to be so good though. That chicken is done. Look at that. That chicken is done all the way through. I'm going to turn these burners off, start pulling down that side a little bit. I don't want those getting too dried out. Just more oil. And we're going down like that. Got all these shrimps on there. Oh, that one curled. Dang you. Throw a little bit of this, I don't know what it's called. Tahini. It's, I don't know what that is. It's like a chili lime powder. They put those on there like Mexican corn. You curling little son of a gun. Gotta be careful with the shrimp. I do not want overcooked shrimp. I hate it. People cook shrimp so dry. They don't have to be cooked that dry. Now I've got all my fire off. This thing's still gonna be so hot. It'd be unreal. Oh look, I didn't cut them all. They all curled. Every dang one of them. That's illegal. Shame on you. Stand up. get those to the cooler side. Now, I'm going to go down with tortillas. Now, my Mexican friends always laugh at me for this, but it works. I just run a little water on the side of your tortilla, put a little oil down. And what that does, that steam under there will come through, and it'll make that tortilla so nice and soft, so pliable. Ooh, hot. Piece of chicken in there. Give me that big piece. This is the only thing that I really care to use shredded cheese on out of the package. Well, I didn't open my other thing yet. Pulled them out of the fridge and the other was empty, so I had to get another one. And that, my friends, is a perfect fajita. It'd be a little better if I had just a smidge of sauce on it. Happy cooking.